And I've saved the best till last. Yep, the last game in my Christmas Classics series, going out on New Year's Eve, Spintires. Let's go and get stuck somewhere, shall we? So hi there, Steve here, and welcome to, Spintires. A game I played a fair bit when it first came out, which is 2 years ago now, so depending on when you're watching this. And one that I wanted to save till last in my Christmas Classics. And yeah, we're going to get stuck. It's not a case of if, it's a case of when. I'm not going to do the whole of this map. I'm just going to do enough so we can drive 3 different vehicles. But if you haven't seen the game before, let me give you a little overlay using the map. It's the coast map. We're here at the garage, and we've got to come down here to get lumber and take the lumber to the objective point. So 8 lots of lumber to either that objective point or that objective point. And as you can see, not all of the map is unlocked. We get to unlock it by going to these cloaking points. And firstly, the vehicle we need to collect the lumber in isn't one of these 2 in our garage. That's a little 4-wheel drive, I call it a scouting vehicle, little Jeep. That's 2-wheel drive with chains on the back wheels, which I generally use as a utility or like a garage truck, so it can repair other trucks if they get stuck, which they will. Go back to the map again. The vehicle we need to transport the lumber is actually down here and is locked. So in order for us to collect the lumber, we need to drive down there and unlock that vehicle. So if you're new to my videos, welcome. This is the last of my Christmas Classics. My normal content is on a Monday, Wednesday and Friday, OMSI to the bus simulator. On a Tuesday it's something from Train Sim and eventually will be Train Sim World. And on Thursday something from Fernbus. Something from me live on Twitch on a Saturday, and that Twitch video then goes on the channel on a Sunday. And currently also sticking in on a Saturday, something new, something old. So there's actually content on the YouTube channel 7 days a week from me. Plenty of a mixture of content, whether you like buses, coaches, trains. There's even going to be some flights making a return when X-Plane 11 is released. So let's get a move on. I'm actually using this with the G27 in full manual mode. So I've actually got to change gear, which, as you'll see, can have its benefits because you can leave it in gear, but also can have a downside. So I'll pop this thing in gear. I'll take the parking brake off. We've only got 2 views. There's no internal view, which is an absolute shame. So we've got that view and this view. So we can install add-ons, like the trunk, we'll install that. So we've got 200 repair points with that. But the physics of this game, if you haven't seen it before, is really, really good. So I've got to use accelerator, brake and clutch. So we've got to come down here. I don't think we'll get far before we get stuck. There we go. Trying to change gear is difficult. So in the bottom of the screen here, we've got diff lock is off, all-wheel drive is off, tells you what gear I'm in, parking brake off, and there's winch, which we will come to when we get stuck. So this vehicle's pretty good on fuel. I've got to do a quick gear change, but it doesn't like it if you don't take your foot fully off the accelerator when you come to do it. Go with third. It actually does fight the steering really, really well. So this vehicle's pretty good at going anywhere and everywhere. There's a whole variety of different vehicles available if you haven't played or seen the game before. I've only ever played it in single player. I've not actually played it in multiplayer. That's where it looks fun. See, now I can't get over this twig, so I'll put all-wheel drive on. Get moving again. It's definitely fighting the steering. The suspension physics and like the tyre physics and everything are really good. And I looked at the website of OV who make the game, and they've done nothing else. Couldn't see anything to say there's going to be a Spintires 2. Oh my god. Come on, keep it planted. So yeah, I don't know what else they're working on. But yeah, the mud physics and the driving physics in this game, it's just an absolute shame there wasn't an inside view, because that would be brilliant. Right, so here's the vehicle we've got to unlock then down here. As soon as we get in there, that's it, unlocked. So we'll stop this. Put it back into neutral. Put the park and brake on. Do it properly. Go down to advance. Stop the engine. And we'll change truck. So this one. Hidden behind a slight haze, but we'll start it up. A completely different beast now. The first gear. Look at that. Isn't that modelled well? That's absolutely brilliant. For a 2-year-old game. Imagine now releasing this with like the Unreal Engine. So we've got to come down here to collect our lumber. A little trailer on the back. Right, we're stuck. So, 4-wheel drive. Just about gets us moving. So I don't know what these log kiosks are about. They weren't there when I first played the game, I'm sure. So we come in here. We'll load up with 4 log points. Now, you looked on the map. Each of these needs 8. So in theory, we've got to do 2 truckloads to that one and 2 truckloads to that one. Which is going to be a challenge, because we're now pretty well loaded. So if I go backwards now, and I'm actually going to lock the diffs. Back to our, put the lights on for a minute. Back to that view. So I want to be turning around. I've done this before, trying to turn around in here, and the whole thing's fell over. So I'm very, very careful. Having to use the G27 gearbox is brilliant for this as well. So we can turn this thing around. We can back out the way we came in. Back that way slightly. That'll be enough to get us around the corner now. Yes, it will. So if you look at the fuel consumption down the bottom left of the screen, because I've got all-wheel drive on and the diff lock on, we're using a lot more fuel. Fuel is a really integral part of getting the mission done. Okay. Move around to the right. Now taking out our little Jeep. So now, the only way I've actually found of getting this first one done, which in the comments I'm sure you'll leave and tell me I've been doing it all wrong, is to come back up here to the garage, come around here, come across this river, which is where we're going to probably end up getting stuck, and then there's a road that runs around here, which we can then come through to this garage and down to the bottom. That's the only way I've ever done it. So in order to get there though, so we'll take the diff lock back off again, so we should be fine. We'll try taking the all-wheel drive off and see how far we get. Yeah, if this had interior modelling like ETS2 or something like that, it'd be epic. So I changed gear too quickly then. And we're stuck. So yeah, you want to try and conserve fuel by not using all-wheel drive. And this isn't a game for someone that's in a rush, really. Although people have done racing tracks and stuff like that. No, couldn't quite make a second. Oh! Quite danger of tipping the thing over. Which wouldn't be ideal, really. Yeah, so having it manual mode is good because I can actually keep it at a set rev. But in auto mode, it probably wouldn't have changed itself then. Just try and make way over to the middle of this bit. Come down. Managed to get second there, just. So what we'll do is we get back to the garage, we'll swap and drive the two-wheel drive truck. Not that we probably really need it for what we're going to do today, but just to show you how easy it is to get that thing stuck. Physics of this. Right, we're getting bogged down now. We're going to stop any second and nearly fall over. So I'm going to go all-wheel drive on. Uh-oh. Right, I don't want to be at risk of losing a load. So we can now see from this that could be the case. So we can now use the winch points. So click on the winch, and if there's any points, I wonder if this view moves. Okay. So yeah, we can winch to that. So now I press the winch key, it will write us. And take the advanced off. I can use the winch then with a hard lock on. Let's take it back out. So I can disconnect the winch. Whoa. Go back into first. hopefully. Alright, I need to put diff lock on now as well. See, that's just how nerve-wracking the game is. And I'm just sliding now because the diff lock's on. So keep it in first. And make our way slowly. It gets dark as well, and at night the headlights on these things, it's just brilliant. Right. And here's the garage up ahead. Any damage you've done gets repaired. Made a whole load just bounces about, which makes you want to not turn to the right too much. The front of the truck is sliding. There are mods for this. People have done maps, people have done other vehicles. Say in multiplayer, so I've never played it in multiplayer. I wouldn't mind doing that actually one day on the stream or in a recordable video. Right, so we made it back to the garage and it's repaired us. Okay, parking brake on, put it in neutral, stop the engine, and we'll change truck to this beast. So, utility trailer, we can carry 400 litres of fuel and 600 repair points. Garage tool car, so that's another trailer. This thing, so utility attachments installed, 400 litres of fuel, 300 repair points, and 1 garage point. I think we'll leave it as that. So I'll start it up. Now this sounds to me like a petrol and not a diesel. So parking brake off, first gear. We've got no four-wheel drive on this, you've only got those chains on the back. And there's a river down here which I've never actually got this thing across. The last couple of times I've played this, I've got it stuck in the river. So even just down here actually it gets a bit treacherous around this corner. So what we'll do before we get there, turn the diff lock on. So if one wheel's got grip, it'll transfer to the other one. And we'll try and keep our foot in it to get across this. And there we go, it's stuck already. Back out slightly. Just try to turn the front wheels just to try and just a bit more forward momentum. There we go. It's pretty much just pushing our way through. The mud physics and the modelling physics are brilliant. Come on. You can do it. There we go. And it's on a slight hill as well. That doesn't help matters. Just keep my foot well and truly planted. Just turn that front wheel from side to side. to use the winch. Nope. Oh no. Maybe the Cape one. No, no, no. Just hoping for that little bit of traction so I get a bit of sideways movement. Don't think it's going to happen now. So, handily we have a tree over there. So click on that, and then use the winch. Hopefully without tipping ourselves over. Okay, we'll try that. Disconnect the winch. See if that's been enough. Back up a bit. Go forward again. Come on. You can do it with a blue truck. We are moving, just not as rapidly as I wanted to. Come on. It's going to be dark soon as well. Yeah, bit by bit, we are going forward. Come on. You can do it. Yay! And we're out. Leave the diff lock on a minute. We've got another bit just round here. Pop some lights on. How good does that look at night? And we're stuck. We've got to bring the lumber truck around here as well. So this has used some fuel. So this has got fuel on board, but we can get this way up the road and it can refuel the lumber truck, which uses a lot more fuel. Now, I'm just going to go for it and then stop. So that's how quickly you get bogged down. There's nothing for me to winch onto. So we're taking on water damage now. It's pretty much as far as I've ever got. I don't think I've ever managed to get this thing out of the river. I'm now taking a lot more damage. There's nowhere within winching distance that we can winch to. So we can't winch to anything. There is behind, I think. Nope, we're stuck. So what we'll do is we'll leave that there in the water. We'll go to our map view. And we'll change to this one. Creaking away. And we'll see if we can get this one close. Lights on, parking brake off. So you've got to take this through that same mud now. So we'll take it nice and slowly. Shame that it's night time, you won't be able to see the load move around. At least I've shown you the 3 different vehicles that you get with this map anyway to start with. It's a game that, since I decided to play it, I've actually been playing it a fair bit. We'll try out some of the other maps. This is the one that gives you the most versatile range of vehicles to start with. And actually knew where I was going. All about going slowly. So we come around this corner. Because it's got 6-wheel drive, the diff lock's on, provided they don't tip over. We should be able to drag our way through. Oh, that was close. So the physics of the load shifting are pretty good. Phew, I have a horrible feeling we're going to fall over then. And we're through. Right, so I'll take the diff lock off. So we go for a second gear. There we go. Oh my god. Right, round to the left. Stuck again, so diff lock back on. I did take a bit of a shortcut with that, that's probably why I got stuck. Stop. Diff lock off. Try the all-wheel drive off as well, save a bit of fuel. Yeah, trying to change gear too quickly. So you've got to change gear from first to second before you lose momentum and the thing stalls. Or stops. So let's see if we can come up to that other truck around the corner here. So look at the fuel going down, see? Using 8 litres a minute, and we're not in all-wheel drive, and we haven't got the diff lock on. We are flat out in a second, I suppose. Okay, so there is that little blue truck. So diff lock on, all-wheel drive on. And we'll see if we can So this is where in multiplayer would be quite good. Because you'd have someone in the other truck going forward. I don't think they're all the will in the world. We're going to get that thing across, so we should look after ourselves. Hopefully. Let's see. Oop. I think we're actually stuck on the other truck. Oh, there we go. Come on. Come on, you can do it. Maybe not. Okay, have we got any winch points from here? Yes, there is. Okay. Hang on. Aha. I've never seen that before. Okay, so let's try that. If we can get this thing out. Might be able to winch the other truck out. Come on. Yes, fine with some grip. Any grip. Yeah, I don't think it's going to do it somehow. Right, one last attempt. Take it sideways a little bit. No. It's just not going to have it, is it? I stalled it. I think I was stuck on the other truck. And I'm about to tip over now. Okay, change truck. Yeah. Yeah, I think we've had this somehow. I think that's my trailer. Yeah. That's not good, really, is it? So I think it's a good time to end it there, as both trucks are stuck in the river. It is a good game. It's a really good game. It can be frustrating. Yeah, I don't know if it's something I'll come back to on the channel because, yeah, it has been out a while. If you do want to see me attempt it, then, yeah, please leave a comment below. But I think I'll leave these trucks there to rust away and die. Until the next time then, if you have been, thanks very much for watching.